right, so lights, camera, action. Good morning again to everybody. It is that time. It is 5 minutes gone past 11 o'clock, so you know what time of the day it is right now. Shout out to everybody that's listening via the frequency, but right now it's all about the live on the Facebook and the YouTube. It's all about Ladies Room, and I gotta say big up to Nirvana, big up to Beacon, and of course big up to the Western Union team. They're making it happen right here on Power 95. Mr. Atmosphere.
Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday to the listening public. Shanti, thank you so much as usual. We want you all to share up the live and let me get the vibes going, man. Last one for the week, man.
We get an accent.
Wait, hold on, wait. I doesn't tell you what you use.
Me?
All the DJ had the same accent to the bro.
No. That is the worst thing you could have said to me this morning.
Mr. Man, all of y'all have the same accent. All of y'all try to talk the same way. Don't deny it. It has a DJ voice, a stereotypical DJ voice.
What the hell is a DJ voice?
Y'all each have your take on it, but y'all just try to say things in a certain way.
Okay, so
that's why people say y'all sound Jamaican, but it's not that y'all sound Jamaican. Y'all doing the DJ persona voice. I know the difference. You can't give me that.
But you doesn't go nowhere
Mr.
to be having opinion on this thing.
Oh, all right. Okay. No, but I know you for sure. I know the voices that is used. When you're speaking in ladies' room is a different. So when you're MCing is a different. So when you're on air is a different way to speak.
You have no evidence to support this baseless theory whatsoever.
All right, bro. Okay.
All right, so you're trying to tell me that Scratchmaster sung the same as Blackstorm?
No.
Who sung the same as me?
Everybody has
who
different.
Sung the same as Bane Jr. Who sung the same as Shortleg?
Listen to what I say.
This is what
I say. All they have different vocal tone, obviously. But there are certain ways y'all say things and try to say things and do things.
Give me an example, because like I said, baseless.
I'm not gonna fight you on this body. Just letting you know. People, that's why they say DJs, you know, where they get the Jamaican accent, but it's not really a Jamaican accent. That's what I'm trying to show you. People you never hear that discourse before on the network. People asking why Grenadian DJs trying to sing Jamaican and this kind of thing.
Okay, so let's go back a little. Remember, everything has its roots, right? Everything has its roots. So reggae music has its roots, soca music has its roots. A lot of different things have roots. Now that style of MCing with a DJ and man showing chat and talking with the music and all of that stems from Jamaica. You know, so the older heads like Storm and so on who've been around a very long time.
Call it by old, bro.
I said the older heads, big man. Don't come on my program and try and twist and turn what I say. You understand? I said the senior heads, the older heads. You understand? They would tell you, you know, from back in the days with Tony Mataran and these guys and them, you know. That is where that whole concept of chat and showing chat on the mic and all of that come from. So in adapting it, yes, you would take away certain things. But to say we're trying to sing Jamaican.
I never said you're trying to sing Jamaican, but you're making a point for me. There's a certain way to DJ that stems from the roots. And because of that, there's certain ways and certain things that y'all all do. That I don't have to specify people seeing it. Is why they're saying that. And it's why you just make my point for me.
I didn't make your point. I was just telling you, giving you a little history, you know, telling you where it stemmed from and why you may have that misconception. But then everybody takes the base, or should I say the theory of it, and then you add your own different personality and so on. If a man choose to keep it sounding like a Jamaican, then that is on him. He chooses to do that. But I mean, everybody take their own different way, you know. And I mean, of course, the voices will be different as well.
Of course.
You know, I cannot, you know, host the national soca monarch the way I would host a party in the club.
Of course.
You know, it's two different things. So
You just make all my points, bro.
I didn't make all your points. I'm just letting you know why you may have that thought. But everybody adds their own personality and flair.
Of course, as usual.
You understand? So come and tell me all that something.
Big up Jones on the live. You say big up them Jamaican them.
Easy there, pick. Easy there. Alright, so big up Kofi. Yeah, anyway, let's see who is on the live. Shanti is there, Eden is there. Valerie, good morning. Crystal, good morning. Shanti, as usual, first one in, last one out. So good morning. Terrence, Karen, good morning to Rachel as well. Korea, good morning. Alright guys, so before, Riggy threw me off and just put me on a tangent, tried to vex my spirit this morning.
You got your tangent, I don't send it away,
Right? There are two things I want to discuss today. You remember that video I sent you yesterday? So I was actually scrolling through the media yesterday, guys, and I saw this video on TikTok where this guy was literally debunking the theory of prayer. And I need you guys' comments on this. Now, if I didn't grow up the way I did,
who you address there?
Not me. Yeah, Riggy. Okay, Riggy. If I didn't grow up the way I did, in the household that I did, with the people that I did, I'm not gonna lie. After looking at that video, I might be questioning tens of thousands of things right now. So the gist of the video, guys, is that he started off his thesis statement was that prayer doesn't work and that we should all stop praying. That was his thesis statement. And then he further went on to say that prayer is like talking to yourself and hoping that someone would answer on the other side. Right? And then I was like, okay, well, maybe this is just another person just giving their opinion and whatever. The guy went on further and he decided to back up his theory, back up his thesis. So he went on to say that the successful people, they don't sit down and pray and wait for God to work. They actually go out, they invest their money, they plan, they think ahead, they strategize, and they build businesses and so on that could benefit them in the future and so, while the people that pray, they just sit, pray, and hope for God to do the rest. So he was speaking more or less to application, persons that generally pray regularly, come from praying households and so on. He was given some statistics and saying that they are the ones who actually remain poorer. You're praying for your child to get out of school and become something. You're praying for health, you're praying for wealth and all of that, but you're just praying without action, and then you expect God to just work miracles. Whereas on the other hand, the people who get up and get every single day are the ones that you see moving ahead in life. Like I said, if I didn't grow up the way that I did, I would have really sat down, maybe take a week or two to really conceptualize what this guy is saying. What's your thoughts on it?
I think, for anything to happen to you in life, you have to apply yourself to be in a space where you could capitalize on the opportunity. I don't think that prayer, though, should be discarded or taken lightly, because I've personally experienced situations where I think the divine intervened in my life personally. Right. But also, I haven't been to the church in a while, but I can still remember the parable of the two talents, the parable of the talents, and God spoke to us through that parable about multiplying our talents and not sitting on our talents. So it's actually in the Bible that we should be making use of our abilities. And there's also the saying, God helps those who help themselves.
Yeah.
You obviously have to put yourself in a position to receive the blessings.
The blessings.
You know, the blessings might be there, and if you don't apply yourself or put yourself in a space to receive those blessings,
Yeah.
you know, you would never receive those blessings.
Yeah. I do remember at home as well that saying as well, pray without works is dead. You know?
Pray without works is dead.
Yeah. Someone says, but remember the Bible said pray without works is dead. Yeah, Terran said that as well. Trusting God, but tie a camel. Big up Akido.
Big up Tollis on the life. As you would say, God and time. So it's two parts of the equation, God and time. The time part is you. You understand? You have to put in the effort, the apply yourself towards what you want to receive. And Jaja will provide, he does provide.
But it's just so I mean it's also a testament to how times have changed there. You know, like when you were growing up, you know, your parents and your neighbors and friends of your parents and so on, the adults in your life, let's call it that. They showed you certain things in life, they showed you the way. And this was the way. There wasn't no question. You have to pray, you have to brush your teeth, you have to have breakfast, you have to go to school, you have to, you know, there was no debate to these things. Now every single thing you could think about in life is being debated and contradicted. You know, and now with social media, you know, man just pick up their phone, they just talk to the camera, one click and you post it. Times have changed.
Times have changed. Everybody have a camera and opinion. And, you know, they will say what they believe.
Yeah, but just wanted to share that with you guys, you know. I mean, whatever is your belief, you know, hats off to you and so on, but I definitely know that, trust me, if I wasn't grounded, I mean, I'm like you, I, you know, don't do the every Sunday in church and so on. I did go last week, however. I did go last week Sunday. But definitely, if I didn't grow up with certain principles and so on from home, that stem from home, I would have questioned this. The way this guy broke down this thing is like evidence to back up every single point. You know, it was like, okay, I see you, bro. I see you.
I mean, the same way, you know, they have people on the internet backing up the total opposite. You know, so it's, it's also about what you allow yourself to be exposed to. It shouldn't be so easy to shake your beliefs if they are your beliefs, you know. So that's it. Once you're grounded, you're grounded. Once you're grounded,
that's the way. Someone said humans are trying to find ways to justify their sins, but one thing we can't debunk is the written word. Definitely, I agree with that. Yep. Anyway, we dealt with that. Just wanted to share that with you guys and get you guys feedback on that. Let us get to the real bacchanal of today. It's Thursday after all. So I was scrolling through Facebook last night again, and someone posted this, and I decided to bring it to the room. And I definitely this morning want you guys to call, send your voice notes, and give some feedback on this topic that we are about to discuss here. The number is 440-9595. The people on the live, leave your comments as well. The question is, can a man make a woman happy without money in a relationship? And I want to hear the two sides of the coin. Do you think that a man can actually make a woman happy without money in a relationship? Off the bat, I say no. I just want y'all to know that is my side. I just want all you to know that is my side. Off the bat, I say no. But I love to always let my guests give the little 2 and 3 pence.
I personally understand why you would say no, because it all depends on the person that you like to date. You know, so
Excuse
if you date people that are very materialistic, you know, and like to live a certain way, and always, you know, want the finer. Well, everybody should want the finer things in life, but want to live beyond their means and excessively.
Wait.
Right? No, Lan, wait. Let
Okay,
me learn.
alright,
If you want to, right, make a certain type of person happy, as someone who loves money, loves material things, then, you know, if you choose to be in that partnership, you have to satisfy that need of theirs, right? But there are also other people in this world who don't, you know, live that sort of life or value materialistic things less, and they have their own money. So if they have their own money, they're not really looking to you for that. They want the other things that relationship encompasses.
But it's not the finer things in life alone that cost money, my brother.
Of course.
You know, so she may not like the finer things, and she may say, okay, you know, it's okay for us to not go on a date every 2 days. It's okay for you to not buy me jewelry all the time. It's okay for us to not eat fancy all the time. That's fine. It's okay for you to not drive a fancy car, wear fancy clothes. But what about the basic needs? Food, clothing, shelter. You're telling me that a man that can provide at all is making that woman happy? Really?
At all. So the man just not doing anything. Is that how easy to be?
Bro, you're Brooks. If you ever say it like that, the man
Okay.
Brooks. How that maths in? Just explain it to me, because we're not saying that, you know.
Hold on, wait. But hold on. If a woman is not contributing financially to a relationship, and a man is being the breadwinner, we see nothing wrong with that at all, and we can't be happy in that situation. Do you think so?
If a man is being the breadwinner and the woman is not contributing
Financially
at all?
to the basic needs.
can we be okay with that? Depends on the woman.
Right? So that again, you're making my point. It depends on the needs of the people in the relationship. You understand? Because I know a lot of men
But you
might not have a
see-
problem with that.
But you see. My point of the matter is, right? You may have a woman that, let's say, is incapable at the time of contributing financially. Let's say she's still job hunting or whatever the circumstances.
Hold on,
Wait. Let's just say that. I just use that as a example, right? However, she's doing everything else. She's taking care of the home. She's making sure the meals are there. Just everything else. So I would call it, I don't really want to use the word compensating, but she's contributing to the relationship, even though it's not financially, you know? So to me, as a man, that will sort of make you feel a sense of satisfaction, and you know, because at least she's contributing to the relationship. But we're talking about on the flip side now,
So you
where the
saying
man can contribute.
no, but you saying therefore that a man cannot contribute anything of significance to a relationship other than meeting the basic financial needs. That's why you're trying.
I'm not saying that, but based on how our society is shaped, I mean, men are not usually, and I use the word usually, men are not usually the ones who would contribute to things like cooking the meals, doing the laundry, stuff like that. That's more so on the women. It's not that that's their job. I'm not saying that's their job. I'm just saying from a long time, that's just how our society has been shaped, you know? So I can't imagine a man, you know, not contributing his part to the relationship and making the woman happy. I can't see. But sometimes, like,
So let me ask you back then. what if the man showing ambition, the man going to school, you understand, while the woman working, the man taking care of all the house stuff. I don't know, maybe they might have a child or something. The man taking care of everything, picking up, dropping off, doing his schoolwork towards, getting a degree, towards looking to find a job and stuff. What happens to men who lose their job for extended period of time then? Is that just a signal for the end of the relationship in that case?
It's not a signal for the end of the relationship, but I mean, ambition is one thing. You're in school, whatever, let's say you're going to university, like you said, so you can't really contribute as you would like. But really, we're talking nothing at all, financially to that relationship. Zilch, zero, empty, nada. So not even a little date, not even a little juice. You understand? Not even a little juice. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I mean, I granted that I have seen where, boy, we trying to make something of ourselves, right? And we going after the education, going after the jobs and so on, going after our goals and our dreams. Well, the ones who in a job, in her money, sometimes even have a place to stay, getting the women that we want. I have literally seen that.
The woman that you want. Let me see. Don't say we.
No, we. I mean,
that's
bro.
like
sometimes I see some kind of man at some women, man.
Sound like some personal experience, but what I say it is.
No, like I say, I go on the block, I hear things, I hear things,
I don't know block this man does go.
I hear things, but sometimes you see some guys, some ladies, and it's like,
the thing
how
is,
this man with the pants below the backside and thing, and walking away and thing, land this woman.
Men with no ambition or no goals have all the time in the world
to do what?
to speak, to be emotionally available, to do all the other things physically and otherwise inside a relationship. Like I said, nowadays women have their own money, and some of them just want a companion. They might not want or need the financial stuff. So if you have a man that just sit down doing nothing and attending to your every want and need in a day, certain people might go for that. Not that it's correct or, but some people might go for it.
Pressure here, boy. Pressure here.
So just as how they have housewife and so forth, right? What is wrong with being a house husband? Stay, man, cook and clean and wash and all that kind of thing, and letting the wife go and work and bring in money and so forth. What's wrong with that?
Martin, I'll comment here. 95.1, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, and how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Where you calling us from?
Snow Corner.
Okay, big up to the Snow Corner team. Talk to me now.
Thank you. Right, so I'm I'm trying to weigh in on the situation.
Yeah.
This could go both ways.
Okay.
Yes and no. Yes, because a lot of men out here are not emotionally intelligent enough to love a woman. Because most of them grew up in broken homes.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have mother and father around growing them up with love and affection, empathy, sympathy, and these things.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my yes part of the question. The reason why some of the boys on the block with the pants below their bottom could love the woman that, as you say, you want to see yourself with and you can't get is because they have some form of emotional intellect to meet the woman halfway. Second part, the no part of it. A man without money, you just cannot. Understand? The relationship cannot flourish, it cannot elevate, it cannot go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
One hand cannot clap to meet the other. You could try for as long as, but it's not going to make it. Eventually, that woman or that man will get tired. They will be stressed. Definitely. So it cannot. But yes, it could, because some of the men come to the table without money, but they feel that emotional void that a man or a woman is looking for, that empathy, that sympathy that they are looking for emotionally. So this is my contribution. Is yes, it could work, and no, it cannot.
Okay. Gotcha.
right.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. Thank you. You, Mr. Monday, in the corner, they only flinging up your hand and thing and agreeing with people as though you some kind of best man inside there and oh shut up, this is only flinging up your hand.
I just saying.
Oh, alright, let me go back to my
So just as how they have housewife and so forth, right? What is wrong with being a house husband? Stay home and cook and clean and wash and all that kind of thing, and letting the wife go and work and bring in money and so forth. What's wrong with that?
because some all they can't cook. That is the problem with that. Some all they can cook and all they can clean. Or they don't even know how to use the machine and the dryer and spread out the clothes on the line. That is the problem with that.
So they can learn then. They can learn to turn the hand and clean and thing. They can learn that.
Why you don't go and learn? Let me hear why you don't go and learn.
Yeah,
Mr. Single for 6 years. Why you don't learn? That is the problem with that. Bro, like, all you can't do the things that the women does do, but all you're talking about, oh, it's possible to make them happy without money. Like, how?
Just
All you cannot do what the women does do.
You're making a very generalized statement. There are men who can cook, there are men who can clean.
Few, a percentage
In Grenada,
in the world.
I feel like a lot of Grenadian men could turn their hand
Boss,
and
what
turn
you
their
could
hand
cook?
very well.
What you could cook in the window there? What you could cook? What you could cook? What you could cook?
Hold on.
We hear you.
Wait,
You hear me?
We hear you.
Loud and clear. What I go cook? You want to know how I cook?
Stewing and sun sauce.
No, I cook a real thing. Anything I want to eat, anything I feel like eating, and I don't want to buy it, I cook in it.
What you eating real thing with? Spoon or fork?
No. I don't know that.
I never hear about the real thing. Why is that?
I eat it.
That is not a
Listen
meal.
to me. If I come out here today and I feel like eating Alfredo and I ain't want to bite, I'm gonna make it.
Boss, I never see you show up here with Alfredo yet.
Well, I'd have to shop here with Alfredo if I don't know if I can make Alfredo.
One thing I know you can make is rice. Boss always have me rice.
One
You
thing I
understand?
know, you could buy his box food.
And just like that, cut off that mic there. Get out of my studio, please.
Box
all
food.
They just forget who controlling this thing here. All they just forget. Listen,
Listen, I find your project this morning. Not because he's a ramen man. You understand? You had to buy food outside. and
Boss,
thing,
you grew
all
up
man
on
and
you
thing.
grew up on macaroni, bro. You was a macaroni king in GBSS. What you talking about?
But you know, that's me.
I know
That's
it-
not the general
Listen,
public.
I didn't come here and play best chef, you know, and tell all you that, you know, I go stay home and cook and get. I never tell all you that. So don't come and try and turn this thing on me, brother. I never. Listen something. Any woman that I have come in contact with, the first disclaimer is, boss, I can't cook. So we gotta figure it out. That's the first disclaimer. You understand? Just 2 days ago, you talk about communication. Well, I am the communicator. So I just tell them straight. So that is all your thing. All you're talking as though y'all could stay home and do everything the women could do, and y'all just can't. That is the fact of the
I find
matter.
that is a very opinionated statement.
Y'all just can't.
They have men in Grenada who capable.
That's it. I go continue buying my food, brother.
You see, that is why Lady Lava and them go sing these kind of songs about man and thing about they can be Bob Builder and thing. Because you know, you putting these ideas in there, like man can't do anything besides make money, bro. That's why they singing so loud when they pull up that tune in Feta and thing, bro.
You know something, Saturday, boy. Denise messaged me and she's like, I think you could just bring the program down to 15-20 minutes and do it for yourself. I say, nah, man. I say, me and Ricky go do it. Mistake! Boss, say the next time I listen to you. Someone says, yes, a man can make a woman happy without money. Money isn't everything. We can hustle and struggle together. My lord. Look at me, for example. I stayed with my boyfriend when he had nothing, helped him through everything, but the messed up part is he got everything and left me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
The hard reality.
Okay. You know the saying, a man true colors shows when he has everything? This is true. But I was the happiest with my boyfriend, and then he got bright.
Yo, I don't want
Yo!
to laugh. No, that was funny. No, that was funny.
So the boss saying, yeah, bright.
I don't want to laugh. That was funny.
Yo, I was the happiest with my boyfriend, but then he got bright. Weak.
You see, that why they had to sing them kind of songs, bro. That's why they had to sing them kind of songs.
Ja.
See, Dubai rims for rental.
Big up Tuggy. Tuggy say men could cook. Right.
I find so.
Right.
What kind of statement is that? When you go in a restaurant, almost 90% of them chef and them is male. So we're talking about man can cook.
I didn't say can't. I did not say can't. I said that there is a small percentage of men who just love to cook, love to use their hands in the kitchen. And that is a fact. That is a fact. It's a very small percentage.
I find that's a very opinionated statement, bro. Where is your statistics to back this up?
Says a man who never turn a pot.
We ain't talking about me.
Says a man who
We ain't talking about
never
me. We talking about
turn
me
a
in
pot
general.
spoon. All you send a chef to defend this thing.
I find.
Because you all have the man here who never turn a pot
I
spoon in their
find.
life.
Caribbean men in general, you know, can cook. A lot of them. Personally, from what I have seen, just being outside. Because, okay, men going outside, they cook in the waters. We go in by Yannick when we go by Yannick for Juvie. Junior and them putting on pot. Wasn't no men putting on that pot, bro.
There is a group of men putting on a pot. You all have to combine the knowledge to put on the pot. 95 good morning.
Morning.
Oh, God,
No,
Lord, mercy.
you have it wrong.
Yes. Roy, talk to me.
There's a small percentage of guys here that cannot cook. That's small percentage.
Small percentage of guys that can,
cannot cook.
not cannot.
Cannot.
Okay.
Since we small, we on the block. We cooking. I must say, I go get the banana. I go get the dumpling. I go do this. I go do that. And the pot come out. The first time my grandmother see me cook, she said, who teach you to do that? I said, Mommy, I could cook. My pot come out the best. You understand? So it's long you're on the block, you're cooking. You get me? Yes. So don't say a big percentage of the guys cannot cook. A big percentage of the guys here, they could cook.
But when all you're there on the block, like I just said, when you're all on the block,
Yeah.
Peter know how to roll dumpling, Paul know how to peel potato,
Yeah.
James might know how to bust the peas, then
Right.
Timmy might know how to season the chicken. Is a combined effort?
No. Watch. That's what I love doing. I will season the chicken. You understand? If I go home for myself and I just do that chicken for myself, how you come out? Man, I put my oil and I put my brown sugar and I let that simmer down and I throw my chicken in there.
Alright. So going back to the premise of the conversation, so that means that you think it is okay or it's possible for a man without money to do all of these other things and make the woman happy.
Boy.
I listening to all it.
Tough. This day and age, you know, you're supposed to be able to do what you're supposed to do, you know? But I don't like the fact that you say is a large percentage of guys that can't cook. It's a small percentage.
Pauline answering the main question. All you coming at me for the cooking part. When all you know when we on the beach, when we go on concrete strip and thing, is 20 a week and the whole 20 of us had in the one pot. All you know that, you know. But all you can't answer the question, do you think it's possible now that we could cook and we could clean and we could think? Okay, fine, no problem. But can you make the woman happy without money? That is what I want to do.
That was good.
What's good? man. Oh God.
Listen, it just
Yo.
it depends on the person you date. It depends on the woman, bro. You know, different people have different needs in life and where they at.
95 on good morning.
Karim,
Hey.
you're having a man conversation as a boy. That is not your segment. See that?
All right, man. Then.
You
have
having
the
a man
conversation.
conversation as a boy. You
have it
ramming
then.
and you ramming and you whatever.
Alright,
Listen, man.
alright.
Listen.
I'll listen.
I could cook. I could wash. I could iron. Anything in the house a woman could do, I could do. And up to this blessed day, I have female friends, when they want a good pleat, a good seam in the clothes,
When they want a
my
good what? A good what? A good what?
A good pleat. A good
Oh
pleat.
my
You know
God.
what I mean?
Oh, I heard a different word.
You see, your mind is the drain already.
I just ask it to repeat. Clarity.
So listen to me. There is a very small, and there's a lazy one, man that cannot cook. And the next thing about it, as an OG, you don't need money to fulfill a woman's desires.
Okay.
You need money to take care of a girl. Because she's just up and coming and she eyes bright. So you need money to take care of a girl. You don't need money to take care of a woman.
What you need then?
And you need communication, time, attention, affection. So you see, it's two different products. Girls look for attention. Women look for affection. So that is why you just find them little boys that sitting on the block with the pants below the bam bam. Running out with them CEOs and those managers and whatever wives. Because they don't have time. And women like attention, they like affection, they like to be wanted, they like to be chased. Now you having a $100,000 a year salary or whatever the case may be, you feel okay with them. I put you in a house, I paying the bills, I bringing you on trips or whatever. So you know what? I'm the good man. No, the little boy inside the road now. Bring on the beach.
But some women like that though. Some women like, some women like that life as well.
No, that is girls. That is grown up girls.
Aye. Say less.
Yeah.
Say less.
You understand?
Say less.
Yeah.
Aye.
So don't take a motorbike. Don't have motorbike money to buy gas for a BMW. You ain't gonna work.
Later. See me? I gone. I said what I needed to say. And I don't talk.
All right.
Gotta say thank you so much to Nirvana, Beacon Insurance, Western Union. We gotta go. Thank you so much for everyone who contributed to our Ladies Room program this week. It was definitely a good one. And catch you guys again on Monday. Mr. Riggy,
Signing out. Thank you for being here.
try to cook something today, right? Right. That's
Someone who say you from the block and never cooked nothing in life before.
Ladies Room comes to you compliments of Renwick and Thompson Limited.